Welcome, Aquarius. Let's get right into this reading today and see what Spirit has for you. Okay. This is a nice start, guys. So what I'm seeing here is, wow, we got the Six of Pentacles over there. All right. So there's something coming toward you that is going to, it has to do with your money. It's going to allow you to accumulate money in your bank account. You're going to start seeing your bank account moving upward as far as your finances go. This is something that a lot of you have wanted for a long time. You just didn't know quite how to make it happen, or you just felt insecure making a move from one job to another. I am seeing that you are going to have, you're going to be on a completely new path financially. The cards are saying here today. And with this Six of Pentacles, guys, this is awesome. This is a flow of money coming in, but it's not just a mere penance. It's a pretty good amount of money. You can see that you're going to have enough that you're going to be able to help out family members or maybe even your community. I see that you are a giver. You could see in this card that you are helping others with these finances. So this is amazing, guys. It's very positive. And I know that Aquariuses are very loving, giving people. So I see you doing that in a heartbeat if there is enough to go around. All right. And I'm seeing some kind of nail in the coffin here with someone regarding this person that has been backstabbing you. This could be a friend, a family member, or someone in your life who affects you in a dramatic way emotionally. And that's because this person is filled with drama. They thrive on chaos. They like to push your buttons and see your reaction. They get off on seeing how you're going to react to the things that they say. But also, they're a lot nicer to you, to your face, than they are behind your back. When they're behind your back, they're not being very nice. They're not playing nice. And you know, because these things have gotten back to you. All right. I do see that you are going to sever this relationship because it's so negative. When this person does what they do to you, it takes you a day or two to get back to the way you were, to feeling good again. So they have a very direct negative result or just effect on you. All right. So ending that is going to bring in some kind of positivity for you. You're going to then have the clarity to get things done that you've been meaning to get done, but this person has been distracting you. All right, let's move forward. Okay. For some reason, I see somebody who is, you're looking at things from the past that you cannot change, Aquarius. And I feel like you're self-judging. You know, you're going you're going back in the past thinking to yourself, I could have done that different. I shoulda, coulda, woulda. If only I had, or I did that wrong. I should, all of these judgmental things like kicking yourself. And guys, don't do that, okay? Because remember, we're here to learn and teach, and everything, every event that we go through, every relationship we have, we picked it before we came back. In other words, we signed a contract and agreed to go through all the events we go through with the same soul group that we come back with. It's like a play, guys. We just play different parts depending on, what events we've chosen. So everything you've gone through, you were aware of the fact that you were going to go through it beforehand, before you reincarnated here. Okay, so if this is news to you, just go back to these things, and instead of kicking yourself, find the lesson or the teaching. That is what Spirit wants from you. And by the way, when you get a reading, Spirit will often go back to the past, and a lot of people get annoyed with that. I don't want to know about the past or the past relationship. But there is a specific reason why Spirit will do that, and that is to show you that they want you to go back there and find that lesson or that teaching that you were unaware of at the time. So you didn't get the memo, you didn't get the lesson or the teaching. Okay, so just know this. Also, I know times are tough, guys. I offer a $20 reading. I also have different services. You can call me on the phone, or I can call you rather, and you can do a very in-depth reading with me. All my services are located in the description. Click on more or click on the description and email me. So here I'm seeing, so you are very focused on the past, guys, as I said, and you want to be more tender and delicate and loving with yourselves. Okay, treat yourselves like you love yourselves, guys, because you absolutely should love yourself more than anyone else. Okay, and does that sound selfish? It is not selfish, because as I always say, if you're not 100%, you're out there trying to help people, but your energy is depleted, you're spent, you're too stretched out, you can't help others. So in order to be the beautiful, helpful, bright light that you are, you need to be in tip-top shape, right? Okay, so I am seeing this feminine here having an argument. Somebody had an argument with this masculine this morning. And I'm seeing that things are going to be okay. Like, you're going to make up and you'll put it behind you, sort of, but not really, because I'm seeing that this might be the same argument that you often have, and it's making you feel stuck. So, this is one of those things, guys. I have to come up with it. We're going to come up with a name for these problems that you cannot get rid of, that just won't go away. So guys, send me some of your ideas, okay? Because I'm going to label this problem. I don't know what to call it yet, but this is when, many things that happen, most things we can fix right away, right? Especially the higher vibrating people on this channel. Before, maybe you went around in circles like you watch other people do now over something simple that they have difficulty in their chaotic lives to fix. They don't know how to go about it, or it takes them 20 steps to do it, where now it takes you one step, right? You're seeing this. So, this is basically for people who are vibrating high, and you come across that problem or that issue that you just, no matter what you do, you can't fix it, right? It might be like a person who just refuses to whatever, right? So anyway, what I'm trying to say to you is, let's think of a name for these problems that we just, no matter how we try, we can't get rid of them. All right, let's go forward. What else does Spirit have? Well, I'm seeing two masculines. Wow. Okay, so you might be brothers, you might be friends. Not really sure what the relationship is here, but one of you is involved in something that is extremely negative. I feel like this could be alcohol or some kind of addiction issue that is creating a tower moment for yourself and for your relationship here. I'm seeing it getting in the way. All right, I am seeing that there is positive energy here with Spirit. So they're saying, connect with Spirit, and notice the card that they use for addictions, guys. And I have to tell you, I'm experienced with dealing with people close to me that had, different types of addiction issues. There are many types, and I always see something in this that doesn't seem wholesome. Like, I feel like and don't forget, I'm an intuitive. I'm very sensitive to energy, but I feel like people will, I'm just going to let that card sit on the floor because I can't grab it. I feel like people that get involved with drugs and alcohol to the point where they're just, abusing it and, wrecking things. They start wrecking things in their life. People, in their circle, relationships and things like that, they start losing things. I feel like when they reach that stage, there's attachments that form to them. So if you've ever felt like there's something around you or something not good attached to you, you're having lucid dreams about you know, crazy things, you know, that don't look wholesome to you, scary looking things, that's because there is a connection. Okay, so I don't know, guys. All right, so here I'm seeing a justice for a feminine today. I see you moving toward, wow, okay, so this might be love. I see you moving closer to this masculine over here that you're thinking about today. And I'm seeing the sun, and this is usually like doors start opening for you. Happiness starts coming in like crazy, okay? So the sun is basically, you know, a lot of happiness and a lot of positivity coming in. It could also represent money coming to you shortly, okay? So let's continue and see what other beautiful messages we have today. This is absolutely love, guys. This is love. All right, but unfortunately, I'm seeing some kind of communication coming in from a lover here. This is someone you're already with. This could be a husband, wife, or somebody, you know, a significant other. And even though you're thinking there's been balance lately or things have been going well, this information is kind of going to be the opposite. I see this person's going to tell you something that is going to make you feel left out in the cold. All right, it's not necessarily that they want to leave the relationship or break up with you or anything like that, but I do see that it's going to be negative information that's going to affect you and make you sad, unfortunately. Sending you love and light. All right, here I'm seeing a feminine. You're trying to manifest something to come in work-wise. So I don't know if this is a new job, perhaps. This is for those of you also who are, oh, I see. So this is more about financial freedom. And you're showing up as the Empress. So when you show up as the Empress and there's money and freedom around you, this is all good stuff, guys, okay? I'm seeing your cup overflowing with happiness. You're manifesting this in. You're doing this on your own, okay? And for some reason, they're pointing toward people that are free of clutter. Free of clutter. So your mind is in a place right now where you've done the work. You've done the work on yourself. You've separated yourself from as much negativity as you possibly can. Your life is flowing. You feel good. You have this clarity now where you can just put action behind whatever it is you want to manifest and it will appear. Okay, so this is something we've not been able to do like this time right now with the planets aligned as they are, guys. Okay, so the power that you have, and we keep talking about this power. Some of you commented, and I appreciate you very much for coming back and telling me that you're feeling this power. All right, but there's probably a lot more of you that haven't commented that are feeling very powerful right now with manifesting and, you know, your connections to spirit. If that's the case, please comment. All right, I'm also seeing somebody missed out on some kind of opportunity that's making you feel left out. So you're feeling left out of something. And this is creating a burden for you, but you're going to get clarity on this. There is something in this whole scenario that you're going through. While you're feeling left out in the cold, take some time by yourself and use your intuition on this situation, because there's a lesson here for you. That's what Spirit is telling me. Okay, you're going to get full clarity on this. The lesson you're supposed to learn here is going to be very positive for you. It's going to help you. Okay, let's continue. I'm seeing okay, so I'm seeing a lot of endings to things that make you feel defensive. So you're moving away, taking things out of your life that are no longer serving you, working for you. All right, guys, just go for the happiness. Just go for the things that make you happy. You don't have to put up with things. Some of you think that you know, well, because of who it is, blah, 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 blah. I have to deal with sadness that I get, you know, bombarded with by this person and I can't. That's bull. Okay. That's bull. You can absolutely separate yourself from that. It will come to a point, depending on the severity, where you get to the point where it's them or you. You know, there has to be one of you is going to get the life raft, all right? Or you're just going to put up with having what you have day after day after day after day. That's not why you were put here. That's not why we're here. We're here to live and experience abundance and experience happiness and joy and unity. We're supposed to, all of the things we haven't really had, right? But there's a reason for that. And that's changing now, guys. You're going to see a completely different world start coming into view. All right. These things I've been talking about for a long time, they're already happening. If you look for them and you make yourself aware, you're going to see them. Okay. But if you're negative and you're always, oh, nothing ever happens, nothing good, everything terrible happens to me, I'm still waiting, you know, if you're like that and that's how you perceive life, you're just going to create more of the same. All right. Because your vibration, when you're thinking negatively, is very low. You're vibrating down here. And how the universe works is the vibration in the ether, that the low vibrating things are out there and they will connect to you. You will attract them in. So your words, your emotions, and your perceptions actually create your future. And I know that that sounds tricky for some of you. A lot of people already know this. And if you're aware of this, it's the law of attraction, okay? Please comment. Say, you know, law of attraction, or I'm aware, or something along that line. Because the others that are not aware of it will maybe get stirred somehow from you to start looking into this. And you will find that this is factual. Okay, it's a proven fact. However, if you're vibrating up here, guys, you're happy in life for the most part, and you're attracting your emotions, your feelings, your perceptions. You're waiting for good things to come in. You're feeling excited. You can almost see them, feel them, taste them. If this is how you're living your life, guess what? That's what you're going to attract in time and time again. All right. So anyway, seeing, you know, endings coming or endings needing to happen in order for you to achieve the happiness that you so much want, that you think about every day. And I think if we had to, you know, prioritize what it is, what's the top thing in life that we want? What is the most important thing? Because let's face it, we could have all the money in the world, guys, but if we're not happy, that money might not really count for much, right? So I think it's happiness. I think happiness might be on the top of the scale. And if you agree, guys, put happiness in the comments, okay? So I could see, I can know who you are. And you know, those of you who are sending me you know, money gifts, I thank you so much. I'm going to call out your names in the next reading, all right? Because I didn't make a list here of those of you doing that. But I appreciate you so, so very much. I don't ever ask for money, but, you know, it does help me. It helps my channel, especially now that, you know, it looks like all the spiritual channels are being, well, I'm not going to talk about it, but you know where I'm going with this. Many of you who watch other channels may be hearing this from other people who have a spiritual channel. All right. So times are tough for me too, guys. It's not just tough for those of you out there going through a hard time. All right. I'm also having a rough time right now. All right. So I am seeing defensiveness, like I said, and I'm seeing transformation with this ending. So I'm seeing happiness coming in only when you start to get rid of the things in your life that are not serving you for your betterment. And if you're one of those people who are feeling like you're stuck in that third dimension, like, you know, good things aren't coming, take the advice that I just gave you about your thoughts, you know, and your emotions and your perceptions, and start to change them just by staying in a state of gratefulness. Just remind yourself of the little small things, the everyday things that you do have. They could be anything. They could be just seeing nature out of your window. It could be that you have food in your fridge, or that you have a car or a roof over your head. A lot of people don't have that right now. So be grateful for those little things, and the bigger things will come. All right, I'm seeing this. Okay, this is regarding someone who's been, you've been holding on to things from the past, it looks like, or experiencing some kind of loss from a setback. This setback looks like it was unexpected, and it came in really fast. All right, totally unexpected. And it might have been someone that you're close to that brought this setback in. Okay, so I don't think, yeah, you're not feeling very happy today. All right, you're kind of wanting a new start. You know, I just read this person's mind. I just heard your emotions. And I could tell you that I have felt like this before, where you're having one of those days where you're just like, I want a do-over. I would like to start my life all over again if I could. Start from scratch, okay? Go way, 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 way back and have a redo. And that is basically how you're feeling today, all right? And I am feeling like this is somebody who has a lot of history. You might have been around, 50, 60 years or more. You're mature, but you're a very strong person. And I see that you have a lot of, when you commit to things, your commitment is so strong. Like, you just don't let people down. Once you say something, you mean it. You mean what you say, and you always come through. So you're operating with the most integrity. I'm seeing integrity, great integrity all over you, and you are amazing. And I'm just going to tell you this today. I'm feeling your energy, whoever you are out there, and I'm going to tell you that you are absolutely amazing. And a lot of people get the same from you. They appreciate you. They like being around you. So you can turn your day around. Don't allow people to steal your power, guys. Don't allow people to take anything special away from you. Okay? Just learn how to keep your power within, and don't let others have it. All right? And I'm seeing a lot of you have been working hard on yourselves. You see yourself as you really are now. You are the star. Aquarius, this is the age of Aquarius. You're here to do spectacular things right now. And I do see people are really going to see you shine. Now is your time. All right. I'm also seeing there's something here. There's a decision that you're caught up in. You don't know which way to go with this decision. You keep bouncing back and forth with this decision. And whoever you are, use your intuition. That's what they're saying. Trust your intuition. Trust it, because you know who you are. You're very confident. You're very strong. And your intuition is following who you've become, which is the description I just gave. So, all in all, your intuition, always trust it, and make that decision you're making today or this week through your intuitive abilities. All right. I'm seeing something massive coming in here, guys. This is the thing that we've all been waiting for. We've all been feeling this like something big is coming. You've all told me. It's a feeling that something huge is going to happen, but nobody knows what it is, right? Just using your intuition feeling, right? A knowing. That's what your intuition is, guys. It's just that feeling that you know something's going to happen, right? So the wheel tells us that something big is coming, and we're going to be celebrating soon. All right, so something big is coming that is going to bring in celebration. All right, there has been Okay, so Spirit is saying a lot of you are weary, a lot of you are tired, and just there's been so much dumped on us in the past year, right? Info out there, information, so many different things. Guys, you know what? I stopped scrolling for the most part on my phone because I just feel like there's a lot of information out there that is not true, that is false. And I've come to the conclusion myself, and let me know if you agree, that the television and our cell phones are a mechanism to steer us in a direction that the higher ups want us to go in, or some kind of way they want us to feel, or some kind of way they want us to act. Okay, and for the sheep, it has worked. Okay, so there's a lot of people out there that have been brainwashed, but for those of us who are awake now and are vibrating high, I think we could all see that very clearly. So for me, scrolling and seeing, there's a lot of negativity I find on YouTube lately. I don't know if you guys agree, but if you do, please comment below. I love hearing from you guys, but here I'm seeing this, whatever this is, okay, is coming in. It's going to grow. So something, and I feel, you know, I don't want to say it because we've been talking about this for so long and a lot of people are getting disheartened. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Something big is coming. But it's not going to just be one thing. It's going to be maybe a multitude of things that are going to grow, that are just going to keep growing for us, okay? So a multitude of a variety of things coming in for us, Aquarius, that are, you know, and this is a spiritual card. You see the hand coming out of nothingness, handing you off this beautiful magical wand with growth all over it. Okay, so very positive reading today, guys. I don't know what's happening with my subscriber thing, but it's becoming an issue. I could see you guys subscribing, and as quickly as you subscribe, I see them disappearing. I literally see them disappearing later on, one by one. And it's not showing up. It's not like any real people that are deciding they don't want to be subscribed anymore, which is understandable. That happens sometimes. But, you know, it's not showing up in my analytics. So when a subscriber, you know, decides to unsubscribe, it shows up as, you know, one subscriber, you know, unsubscribed. It will tell you. So I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing weird things going on. So anyway, guys, resubscribe if you would be so kind. Hit the notification, the like button, and it helps me tremendously. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day.